For all the talk ahead of time about the managers, actually, the game between Manchester United and Chelsea turned out to be a bit of a rip-roaring affair at times. Manchester United getting the victory. Were they fair value with the 2-1?
I think on the strength of the second half performance, whatever Mourinho did and what he said at half time sort of worked a little bit. I thought first half, I thought Chelsea were in the ascendancy. Williams scored a beautiful goal from the fast break. And then a couple of strange things happened in that second half. Hazard coming off after 70. I didn't understand that, Ross, to be honest.
Do you think it would have been a very different story had Morata put the one away? It was a very tight decision, which prevented him the equaliser at the end as well for offside.
Yeah, Manchester United, they've been puzzling us for quite some time. The way that Mourinho's setting up, I personally think he's afraid of his own back four. I think he has McTominay and he's got Matic protecting. He gives Pogba a little bit of freedom on that left-hand side, but not much. Very few of his players in the first half went beyond Sanchez, went beyond Martial, and Lukaku was the focal point up front. So it was a puzzling performance. They got themselves back in the game. It was a bit of a scrappy goal from Lukaku, but he's not bothered. And then second half, I thought Conte's tactics were a little bit negative, and I thought whatever Mourinho said at half time, he just seemed to buoy his boys up a little bit.
How big a result psychologically for both teams?
Well, again with Chelsea, because they seem to be so fragile, I think this is a worrying result. They came into the blocks incredibly well. You know, there could have been a goal or two up, as you say. They weren't, and then they slowly but surely faded away. I'd love to know why he left Morata on, he didn't bring Giroud on. Leave Hazard on. You always, in the big games, you've got to leave your big players on. I just don't understand the Hazard substitution. As far as Mourinho, he just gave them a little bit more of a license in the second half. They were more on the front foot. They were closing the Chelsea players down a little bit quicker. They were moving the ball a little bit quicker. Lukaku was actually had a goal and an assist. I mean, the ball in from Lingard, who came on a sub late on for Martial, was a great run and a great delivery. So, you know, when he looks at that, he'll be buoyed up and very positive as far as Lukaku's performance is concerned. So it swings and roundabouts. I think United were poor in the first half. I mean, they were not very entertaining, but second half they were good. Chelsea, this is a worrying result.
Yeah, it's a worrying result given what they have in front of them with Manchester City coming up, as well as the settlement with Barcelona in the Champions League. It leaves them outside the top four with other results as well. So a bad weekend for them results-wise. Played pretty well in that first half, as Paul said. As for Manchester United, they'll be kicking on from here. Lukaku with that brilliant assist as well for the second goal. The only way is up, perhaps.
Yeah.